What's up guys, welcome back to Apple Tech Talks, and today I'm going to be talking about the brand new iPads that are set to come out early next year. So yeah, these iPads shouldn't be too exciting, but I want to make a quick video on this because some people actually want to get these new iPads, including me, because right now I'm stuck. Hold on, let me get it. I'm stuck with this, and this is you probably don't even know what this is. This is the iPad 3rd generation. Even before the iPad Air, this is what was cool. This was the first iPad to come with Retina display. We were originally going to get the iPad 2, but then what I decided is that I was going to wait for the iPad 3. Oops, bad decision. This is the worst iPad I've ever used. Crashes so much. I can barely watch movies on it. It keeps freezing, crashing, restarting. It's on iOS 8. I did not have the courage to upgrade it anymore because, you know, this iPad though. The only thing that I can say is okay on this is gaming. It's alright, it's mediocre. The frame rates suck though. The speed obviously sucks. So, you know, I need an upgrade, right? What is Apple going to be planning for these new iPads? So, yeah, Apple, it's not a secret. Apple's iPad sales have been declining pretty much ever since they introduced the iPhone 6 and 6 Plus, which had much bigger screen sizes, especially the 6 Plus. Huge screen, why does anybody need an iPad, right? So what is Apple going to introduce in these brand new iPads 2017? Well, I think there's going to be 3 models. There is going to be a 9.7 inch, a 10.5 inch, and a 12.9 inch. So let's talk about these new variants. So let's start with the 9.7 inch. What will it be called, and what are some of the new features? Well, the 9.7 inch is set to be called the iPad Pro 2. I think it's really confusing when Apple just keeps changing the names around. It's either going to be called the iPad Pro 2 or the iPad Air 3. So either one of those, basically it's going to be an upgraded version internally from the iPad from this year, the iPad Pro 9.7. So essentially it should be getting a 10X chip, maybe 4 gigs of RAM, I don't know. 4 gigs of RAM. It's going to be running the latest operating system, iOS 10. You know, it's going to have still the same IPS panel. It's not going to be anything super interesting because Apple's waiting for 2018 to introduce OLED panels on the iPads and possibly flexible or curved displays. But the iPad Pro 2 9.7 inch is essentially going to be the same, just upgraded internals and maybe smaller bezels. I'm hoping for smaller bezels, but it's probably not going to happen. So yeah, that's the iPad Pro 2. The iPad Pro 10.5 inch is also going to be called the iPad Pro 2, but instead it's actually going to be a bigger screen. And this is the one I'm probably going to get because I feel like the iPad 9.7 inch is a little bit too small for me, but the 12.9 inch is a little bit too bulky and not portable enough for me. So the 10.5 inch makes a lot of sense for those people who are looking not to sacrifice portability, but also not looking to sacrifice immersive experiences. Oh, did I mention colors? Colors for all these 3 iPads, we should expect to see rose gold, silver, space gray, and then we might see black and jet black, or maybe they'll kill off space gray. They'll put black and jet black instead. I think that's what they're gonna do, or maybe just for the 2 higher versions of the iPad, they're gonna put new colors. So I think it's gonna be interesting to see. 12.9 inch is going to be the beast, maybe a A11 processor, or definitely at least a 10X processor. We should also be able to see 6 gigs of RAM in that. We should see maybe possibly a 1440p display, but it's probably unlikely. It's definitely going to be 1080p, but it's definitely going to have a great display. All these 3 iPads are going to have great displays. They're all going to be also using that new antenna architecture with the new design that makes them more subtle. The antenna line's a little bit more subtle. We're also going to have smaller bezels maybe on this iPad Pro 12.9 inch. And then the new colors and upgraded internals. So yeah, that kind of thing. Now what about iPad minis? I never talked about that, and I'm personally a huge fan of iPad minis. If they introduce the iPad mini 5, I'd rather buy that than the 10.5 inch iPad Pro 2. The reason for that being, I actually like the iPad mini screen size. I also like its form factor. I like its portability. And it's so much technology into such a small package. And because I have the iPhone 6s and not the 6s Plus, I believe that the iPad mini is actually going to have a real use. So especially for my iPad 3, I mean, it's just a piece of junk at this point. So that about wraps it up for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Yeah, we don't know too much about these iPads yet. It's still very far away, more or less. But my point being that, you know, I'm probably going to make another iPad Pro and an iPad 9 2017 video soon. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. The iPad mini, I'm not sure about it. There hasn't been really any rumors. It could happen. If it does, it's just going to be upgraded internals and maybe new colors. It's not going to be anything huge. But if you're looking for a design refresh on these iPads, I suggest waiting until 2018. I know it's a long time from now, but that's literally what's going to happen. Apple's going to wait that long to make new iPads. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next video.